Hi, this is your host Swapnil Bhartia with Mike Maney, and welcome to another episode of Weekly Rap with Mike. Mike, what do we have for today's stories?
Diamante seems to be evolving into a software-focused company. They recently announced a standalone version of Diamante Ultima as a Kubernetes data plane solution for on-premises and public cloud environments. There are low-level building blocks that users need to be able to run their applications using Kubernetes. They need storage volumes, virtual block devices, virtual network interfaces, etc. Diamante Ultima is a full data plane solution, which addresses both the storage and the networking aspects of cloud-native infrastructure. Diamante's data plane provides consumable resources through its software data plane. It can run in a variety of different locations, whether that's in the cloud or in bare metal infrastructure in a customer-owned data center. This is another move Diamante is making to transform from a company focused primarily on hardware to one led by software.
Great, let's talk about alternative cloud providers. OVH Cloud has announced managed bare metal essential powered by VMware and upgraded customizable bare metal servers as part of the kickoff to this year's annual ecosystem experience. Managed bare metal essentials helps OVH customers who are not in need of the full suite of features available as part of the hosted private cloud solutions. They benefit from a pre-installed virtualization layer in a secure infrastructure environment in a cost-efficient way. According to the company, this combination of automation and familiar toolsets makes traditionally cumbersome tasks like moving to the cloud for disaster recovery, data center extension, and data center replacement a seamless and secure transition. OVH Cloud will offer scale and high-grade servers starting January 2021, which are optimized for complex and resource-intensive tasks. OVH will also make managed bare metal essential available in mid-November. Mike, what do we have next?
Canonical is making Micro K8s more resilient by adding high availability capabilities to it. For anyone who doesn't know, Micro K8s is a lightweight and easy to use Kubernetes distribution designed to run in resource-constrained environments such as IoT and edge devices. Micro K8s already has a clustering feature. With a single command, users can join multiple Micro K8s nodes in a cluster. With high availability, as soon as users join 3 or more nodes, they get the Kubernetes control plane distributed across these nodes. If they join more nodes, they get all the API services of Kubernetes available on all nodes, and the control plane is still distributed on those nodes. To make it work, Canonical has swapped etcd, the Kubernetes data store, with DQ Lite, which Alex Chalkias, product manager at Canonical, says is the most popular distributed SQLite database out there. With high availability, Micro K8s can now power more industrial use cases where users can have multiple sensors and IoT appliances running on a factory floor.
Now let's talk about security. Aqua, we almost cover them on a weekly basis. Aqua has announced a new starboard operator that automates the generation of security reports in the Kubernetes cluster. Starboard was first released in June 2020 as an open source toolkit that integrates security tools into a Kubernetes environment. Using Starboard operator, you can rely on the tools you are already familiar with, like kubectl, to easily access security information about your running workloads. The initial release of Starboard provided custom security resources definitions and the command interface to integrate with various scanners from Aqua and third-party providers. By following the Getting Started guide from Starboard CLI, you could trigger a vulnerability scanner, or by following the Getting Started guide for Starboard CLI, you could trigger a vulnerability scanner on a specified Kubernetes workload and retrieve the vulnerability report through the Kubernetes API. The Starboard operator watches over Kubernetes workloads and makes decisions in real time about whether to run new security scan jobs. The Starboard operator automatically updates security reports in response to changes in Kubernetes cluster. Starting now, the operator supports vulnerability reports, security custom resources, but future Starting now, the operator supports vulnerability reports, security custom resources, but future versions will support all custom security resources. Starboard operator is now available for operatorhub.io or Helm chart. Mike, thank you for sitting down with me and pick some of the biggest stories of the week, though it was not much happening this week, but we look forward to talk to you again next week. Thank you.